channel, and today I am in Sapa, Vietnam. I actually just arrived today, so I'm traveling right now with my sister-in-law, and we arrived today through a sleeper bus from Hanoi to here, which we paid about how much did we pay? Hold on, trying to remember. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I think we paid around 450,000 VND or Vietnam dong or dong. So it's 450,000 dong each. So total we paid like 900,000. It was really nice. It's kind of like a sleeper cabin. And we arrived this morning around 6 a.m. in the Sapa Center. And then the one we're staying right now is a bit far from the Sapa Center. So we had the hotel or this place arranges a pickup, like a private car pickup from the center to here, which is around 30 minutes to 45 minutes drive, and that's about 250,000 dong. And then we have checked in here. I think we haven't paid yet, so we're just gonna accumulate all the things that we're gonna be paying for the whole trip. And around, I think the per night is around, I don't know, 300,000 dong, and then that's included with like breakfast, and they also have free water, of course, and they have good Wi-Fi so far. And I'm actually gonna work after this, so when we arrived this morning we had even an early check-in and they didn't charge us anything, and then we slept like a log. I think if you guys are used to traveling, you don't really feel like you're gonna sleep that long for the whole day. But in our case, at least in my case, I've been moving a lot, so I really needed that sleep. And my sister-in-law isn't very used to traveling, so we both needed that sleep. And then I just woke up, and now it's kind of hold on, what time is it? It's around 5 p.m 6 p.m, so I'm gonna get back to work, and I'm gonna do a separate vlog on the place that we're staying. It's actually really nice, so it's a shared bathroom and all that. And yeah, I'm gonna do a separate one, but let me just show you the place. And look at that, it's so freaking gorgeous. Just the view here is really gorgeous, and I felt like we really did made the right decision to stay here, because we had like a little bit of should we stay here, which is far from the center, or should we stay close to the center? But then we settled to just staying here, because aside from it's kind of cheap, it's also really nice from the pictures, and it did not disappoint. We really love it. There's dogs and cats, and it's so cute. And look at that, oh god, you can see a lot of rice paddies and rice fields everywhere all around here. And yeah, so I'm gonna be documenting my whole stay here, how much it cost us to stay here, and we're gonna do a little bit of a budget travel for this stay here in Sapa, because this is kind of like our side quest from our traveling. We're supposed to only go to Hanoi and go to Da Nang, but we're here anyway, so might as well. So we also ordered dinner from here, and that didn't cost so much, just probably approximately, in my case, I think I only paid 70,000 dong for one dinner. So I'm gonna be documenting our big spends, so not so much with the small spending, which is, you know, the food and everything. But I have already arranged a renting motorbike for tomorrow, so that would cost me 150,000 dong, and we're gonna do a lot of DIY for the places that we want to visit for tomorrow. And of course, Moana and Katkat village is definitely gonna be part of it. Maybe a little bit of glass bridge, but we will see. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna be documenting all the money we spent and everything, and we're gonna be staying here in Sapa approximately, like, so it's 10 11 12 4 days and 3 nights. So I hope you guys find this really valuable. See you tomorrow. It is day 2 of our day here in Sapa. I think I said it wrong. Hold on, let me just do it again. It's day 2. It's my day 2 here in Sapa, and I woke up around 10 a.m. So we were gonna explore some parts of the famous or high places here in the area. It took us a while. We were supposed to go in the morning around 10, or actually 7, 8 a.m. But it was raining, and I also slept really late, so I woke up around 10 a.m. And so now we're gonna go and explore and rent a motorbike. So at the end of this vlog, I'm gonna be giving you guys a rundown of how much we spend, mostly on the big spend. Like, I'm not gonna include probably the food, but I'm gonna give you guys an estimate on how much we spent for the whole stay here. But in terms of like the big spending, like the room accommodation, how to get around, or even the fare that we paid from Hanoi to here, I'm gonna be including them at the end of the video. So I hope you guys would come with me, and I'm gonna be going with my sister-in-law, so that will be 2 of us. So it's currently around 1 p.m. if I'm right, and right now the weather is actually better than earlier. Earlier it was really rainy, and then it got cloudy, and now it's actually doing well. Let me show you. So wow, it's kind of like sunny, a little bit sunny over there, and doesn't look like it's gonna rain anytime soon. So I think this is like the perfect time to go and explore. Hopefully, we are really crossing our fingers and praying that this is gonna get better, the weather we mean. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys an update in a minute. So here's a quick update. So we arrived now in Moana, and this is gonna be our first stop. So we have 2 stops today, and just gonna show you how it looks like. And again, breakdown would be after the end of the video. So this is our 2nd day, and yeah, see you on Kat Kat Village. So just a quick, I'm joking with like see you in Kat Kat Village, just a little bit of quick rundown. We did get a lot of cute snaps, but the line is really long. Like, you can see in the back of me, that's like a very long line. So just expect that when you visit here, and I'm gonna be showing you guys some of like the snaps we took. And again, we came here with like a DIY, and this is like we drove rented motorbike for maybe a half day, whole day, we don't know yet. And yeah, so this one for sure, I'm gonna see you guys in Kat Kat Village. Bye. Okay, as promised, I'm gonna send an update, and we were supposed to go to Kat Kat Village, but we kind of like saw this renting place where you can rent, you know, dresses and local dresses. So me and my sister-in-law just decided to rent, and this is what it looks like. So we got the cheaper one, and then it's kind of like 100k, 150 and 200k, and we get the 100k, and you can actually have the option to have like a makeup, but we didn't have enough time. And yeah, so the makeup could cost you like another 300k. But just to give you guys a little bit of a tour, this is what the place looks like. Yay! But anyways, yeah, so we're gonna go to the village now because we don't have time. We're kind of tight, and we're gonna take some snaps and maybe videos, and I'll see you there. A quick update. So it is raining, and I don't think we were able to do the Kat Kat Village today for a 2nd day, and I have no idea if we're ever gonna do it because we're gonna be leaving in like the 13th. So we kind of like returned the clothes and the one we were renting, and we're not gonna do it today because it's raining, as you can see over there. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys the other side of this. So this is pretty much how it looks like. And now we're worried because we're gonna be doing a motorbike, and how are we gonna navigate this? Because we kind of like left the house a little bit late than we should have, and yeah, this is gonna be a struggle, but hopefully it will die down soon and we can go back home. So basically our 2nd day is just Moana all throughout, and I'm hoping for the best that the rain would die down early so I can work when I get back as early as I could, because I don't also want to sleep late tonight because I still have to hike tomorrow for the trekking, which I booked in my apartment, or like sorry, my hotel, my guest house. It's actually called a homestay, so it's like a one room but shared bathroom. I am still gonna make a video, a separate video of that, but yeah, this is, we will see. I'm gonna give you an update if we ever visit the Cat, maybe tomorrow. But if that's not gonna go, maybe on the 13th, we have a little bit of time to squeeze over. All right, see you later. Good morning. So this is our day 3 here in Sapa, Vietnam. I was supposed to go trekking today, or right now, but it is raining. So I'm gonna wait until it subsides and see if I could trek. I was gonna be doing the 5-hour trek. Yeah, it's kind of heavy raining, so we will see. So we just ended it with Cat Village, or we didn't really go inside. So we just ended it with not going inside and coming back home and then working when we got here. So nothing really much. But still, I'm gonna do what I promised, which is gonna list everything we have spent here. And honestly, I like our place here. So it's not really kind of boring. I can also just work all the time. So now that I'm not doing anything, just waiting for the rain, I just work. But yeah, let me just give you a little bit of a closer look on how the outside is. As you can see, it is raining, and honestly it has this Ghibli kind of feel and vibe in the place that I'm working, or like I'm renting. And again, I'm gonna be giving you guys a full tour maybe tomorrow or later of how our place is. But yeah, it has like a really nice feel in it. Hi guys, it is pretty dark right now, so I am filming this to sum up my whole Sapa tour, the 4 days and 3 nights Sapa tour, or no, sorry, not Sapa tour, but Sapa Vietnam travel. That was a side quest for me when my sister-in-law was visiting me. She's not here anymore right now in Vietnam. She already went back to Malaysia. But when we were traveling together, I promised to film the last one. I honestly forgot to film the last part of the video. And now that I'm editing it, I just realized I forgot to do like the end video for it. But anyways, here we go. So here is the conclusion for my 4 days and 3 nights stay in Sapa. Now this one, I would just, for the amount or for the cost, I would just charge it per one person. We were like 2, so we were kind of like dividing the cost. But right now I'm just gonna get you guys the whole cost for one person. Now for example, the room, since the room you can't really have it because the whole room is charged with that certain amount, so I just include the whole room as is. And for example, the food, because we kind of shared the food, we didn't really do much of like one meal and one meal. It's mostly like a sharing meal. So I'm also gonna do like a round off amount for that, or just gonna do the whole cost it cost us for each meal and for each stay. But the whole thing in general, or the thing that I'm gonna be saying right now, or for the cost especially, it would be mostly for individual, for like one person like cost. So you can definitely do this, or this is the amount that you're gonna pay if you're just gonna travel alone without a partner or without anybody. This is a cost for one person that is doable by one person. I don't know if that's making sense. Anyways, here's a 4 days and 3 nights itinerary that you can copy. So on day 1, we arrived in Sapa. We actually arrived really early because it departed in Hanoi. At that time, we were in Hanoi, and then we went to Sapa by sleeper bus, and we got the sleeper bus. I am not, wait, hold on, did I? Okay, I included it. So everything in total from Hanoi to Sapa, Sapa to Da Nang, I'm gonna include all the costs that it would cost us for not only just the stay, but also the cost of transportation. Because you know, how do you get there? So you can't just go there and spend that amount of money without having to pay for, you know, the bus to get there. So I'm also just gonna include it. You can subtract it easily. You can pause the video whenever I flush the whole, or I pop up the whole total, the whole summary of the cost. Anyways, on day 1, what we did is we arrived, so we were so exhausted. All we did was just chill in our guest house. Now, please do note that our guest house is kind of far from the center. So if this is Sapa Center, there's just gonna be like a couple of minutes drive from there. So for day 1, our cost would be Hanoi to Sapa bus, and then we got like a private taxi for getting us to our guest house, because again, it is quite far from the center. So that would be Sapa Center to our guest house. So those are the 2 costs, and of course we have food, but the food I'm just gonna include it later. I totaled it for the whole estimate of food that we spent. So those are the 2 main expenses that we have for day 1. So Hanoi to Sapa bus was 450,000 dong, and pickup in Sapa to our guest house is 250,000 dong. And our day 1 is just spent around the place. Now our place is really nice. It's more of like giving Ghibli. I keep on telling this even in my TikTok videos when I did some reels about the place. It does really give you like a Ghibli vibe, and I was really drawn into it, that I don't feel like going anywhere. I just want to feel the vibe and just, you know, just feeling the slow, kind of slow living vibe there. And you can choose to like sleep and watch movies. It's really calm, it's giving the vibe. You can meditate. I would highly recommend any of those activities that you can do for day 1 in Sapa, especially if you're booking the place that we booked. But if you're in the center, there's so many things you can do in the center. Honestly, there are actually like, you know, bars, restos, and other probably activities. Because I did not stay there, I really can't say, but when I drove a motorbike going there, I did see things that you can, or activities that you can do. By the way, you can actually drive motorbikes here in Vietnam only if you are 50cc below. That's allowed for no people with no license. Anyways, going back, so that's day 1. Basically, we just chill in the guest house. So you can, probably something I can suggest is to just feel the vibe, read, watch movies, Netflix. They have really good internet too, and something like meditate or anything you can do. So that's something I can suggest. But if you feel like doing activities, totally for you, but this is just what I did and my experience. So now we're going for day 2, and on my day 2, or on our day 2, we did Moana, and we were supposed to do kat-kat, but because it rained really bad and it was like a heavy rain when we were already in kat-kat, we just decided to back out. Also, the kat-kat village was really close to closing, so we didn't know how long the the rain is gonna stop. So we just decided all together to like, you know what, to not disappoint ourselves, we'll not go there, maybe we'll come back someday. And so that's what we did. But the total cost of day 2 without food is Moana, 90,000 dong for entrance and like 1 free drink. You can totally just go with it. And then another one is the motorbike with gas, because actually the motorbike renting is just 40,000 dong, but because we had to like, you know, add gas and everything, we paid 100,000 dong, and that was our mistake because there was like a miscommunication between the one we bought the gas from. So it was a whole mistake that we did. You can actually buy it for half of its price, like, you know, half the bottle, the sorry, so we could just have paid 50,000, but because we don't know what was going on, so we just, you know, we just let it be. But anyways, it wasn't really that expensive. It was like 140,000 dong in total for just the motorbike and the gas. And the reason why we paid less, which is like 40,000, was because we only rented it for 6 or half a day. It wasn't like a full day. Full day might be more than that, but because we just rented like, you know, half day, that's why it was way cheaper. So again, it was just the Moana entrance, the motorbike, and then the gas for the motorbike. So those are the 2 expenses we paid for day 2 activity, which is basically just the Moana, because Kat we really didn't do it. However, we did go around Sapa, so you can also count strolling or driving around Sapa from the center back to our guest house as part of the activity to do on day 2. Now let's go for day 3. Now I did the day 3 alone because my sister-in-law didn't really prefer to do the hike or trekking. So I did the trekking for like 4 hours. I guess I made a video about it, by the way, so you guys can check it out. And the tour cost me 500,000 dong. So that's my 3rd day activity. And then also when I got back home, we had a massage. So 500,000 dong plus the massage, which is 350,000. Now it's a bit pricey and expensive because we got it in like home service. Actually, it's like around 350, but I'm just gonna round it off to 350, including the tip. The reason for that also is because we are far from the center, and the massage base was kind of like in the Sapa center, and again, we are quite far, so they have to drive a motorbike for the gas and for the transpo. But anyways, the total for that is, for the whole massage experience, would be 350. I actually really like it because I went to a trekking and then did the massage. It was so satisfying. It was really good. That was a great day 3 for me. Now let's go to the day 4, which is the day we also have to leave Sapa. The day 4, I really didn't spend anything much on activities because the only thing that I spent money was, or the only expenses we did was the fare, or like the fare for going from Sapa to Da Nang, Vietnam, and that's really far. And the reason why we didn't do it, because we only explored the neighborhood. Again, it has like a Ghibli movie feeling in the neighborhood and also the guest house we were staying. So we really don't have to do so much to enjoy it. And I'm the kind of person who loves nature, so that also, you know, that's also something I enjoy doing. I don't know if you do, but this is just a suggestion or like my own itinerary and how I did it, and it's kind of really budget friendly, especially with the transportation that we have to pay for places that we move from A to Z, or A to B and B to C, you know what I mean? So that is for day 3. And of course we had to, day 4, and of course we had to pack as well for leaving. I think we left around nighttime, so we had like a couple of hours to really explore the area or the neighborhood and just do whatever we want to do. And while waiting, I also did some work, so that works out for me. Anyways, so that's free. Exploring neighborhood is free, unless of course you're gonna go do something else, you know, do rent the motorbike again or whatever. But again, this is my own experience and my own last minute itinerary. And then the next thing was I had to pay for our bus, or my bus, from Sapa to Da Nang, but also we had to pay for the private taxi from our guest house to Sapa Center, or the meetup point for the bus, which is another 250,000 dong. And then from Sapa Center to Da Nang, that would be 1,485,000 dong. So those are my 4 days activity cost. Now let's go to the accommodation and the food. So the accommodation cost us 919,099 dong, and the food, if we just kind of like estimate it, that would be 980,000 dong from breakfast to dinner, and that's for 4 days and 3 nights. And so the total of everything from staying there and transportation is 5,414,099 dong, and that's for everything except for tipping. Now, you know, it's a different thing with tipping, and like maybe snacks here and there if you guys want to do that, but I think I rounded it off for the food. So that's the whole expenses I paid for an individual, for one person, and for one pax. And also it would be around $200. So yeah, that's 5 million and around 200, actually $220 maybe, or 210, but around those range. So that was my whole stay. I keep it budget friendly as much as I can, and of course you can definitely do something else with, or like add on, or you can tailor it to however fits you. There's so much things to do in Sapa. Other things that I can recommend that I never really tried yet, maybe if I visit again, I'm gonna do another vlog about it, is the Katkat village and also the Fancy Pan. So I want to go back and maybe do that when I get back to Sapa. But that's 4 days and 3 nights in Sapa, Vietnam. And I also did a little bit of like a guest house tour in my other vlog, so you can check that out and see if that's a good place for you to stay. And I put in more detailed about the place that we stayed at, like maybe it's for you or maybe it's not for you. But anyways, that is it for this vlog. Now, if you like this video, of course, please don't forget to hit that like button over there. And also, if you like more of these videos, travel tips, digital nomad lifestyle, and how to start working remotely, I do create those kind of content, so you can just do subscribe and also hit that notification bell to be notified of my upcoming videos. Either I alternate them within the 1 week, so I try to put more content anyways about my digital nomad lifestyle, and also like how to kickstart your freelancing career, or how to start working remotely. And if you guys like those content or prefer one from the other, do let me know in the comments. I try to see how I can work around it. And of course, if you have questions about my trip to Sapa, do let me know in the comments, or anything at all that comes to mind. And if you think this is going to be valuable to someone who will be traveling to Sapa, Vietnam soon, then please do feel free to share it to them, and hopefully it would also help them. And yes, so also if you want to kickstart your freelancing career, I do have a book, you can check it out on Amazon. It's available in both soft copy and in paperback, so check that out. It's not that expensive. It's a good guide to start with, and it's not very, if you're already working online, then that's not really a book for you. But if you have no idea and you just want to see where to start, then please do check it out. It's again available on Amazon. And do follow me in my socials. I'm pretty active. It's more about digital nomad lifestyle, travel, and also how, you know, work remote tips. And that is it for this video. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you guys on my next one. Bye boosh.